Hi guys, welcome to Alex Dynamic YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I build this beautiful banking website that's entered our site with the use of WordPress and the powerful banking PHP. So I use the WordPress to build this beautiful front end whereby you have full control over everything that you want to have on this particular banking website. You can control the slider. So the slider you can control, you can change all the write up, you can control the color, you can change the color theme to whatever you want. I'm talking about this beautiful front end. You can change all this right up to match exactly what website you need it for. You can change out all your image, you can swap out all your content, you can even redesign it to match your own taste. Do you mean? But right now, I've done a lot of beautiful job on this site, and you'll be having access to it by the end of this video. You will have access to this particular the whole site. You have access to it, and I will be in this video. I'll put you through how you can do the same thing for yourself without having any prior knowledge of coding or whatsoever. All you just need to do have the ability to go through to follow my step, and you also try to replicate it. And if you have a basic knowledge of WordPress, trust me, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. You don't have to be feeling intimidated about this kind of beautiful banking website. So right now we are seeing our home page. So let me take you through the home page. So this is the home page right here. You can see the slider is working and it's fucking beautiful. Sorry about the F word. So this is the about page. So it talks about the bank. You can change all these things. You can change all this right up to match what you want. You can change the color. You can change. It's a very simple banking website. That is just it. So it's very perfect custom. Using all these scripts, you don't have control over your front end, you don't have control over your color, you can't even make it yours, and everything just look the same out there. So with this video tutorial I'm about to teach you, you have full control of how your website will look when you're about to deliver for your clients or you're doing it for yourself. So this is our service. You can add on to this page. You can subtract, you can do. I mean, it's WordPress, so you have full control over it. And the basic design I've done is not even bad. It's a very, very beautiful website with a very detailed stuff. So now let's go into the user login. So before we do that, let's try to log in. But right now I'm already logged in. As you can see, I want you to see that the front end match the dashboard match the front end. You can see we are still working with our wine red concept, color concept. You can see everything is beautifully placed and matched. So if you go here, so we still focus on everything. So you can see all our color match, everything is beautiful. The application. So I'm not going to take you through much of what the feature is. I just want you to see how you can get this done for yourself with this uniqueness. You can have your own unique website out there. So this is the whole point of this video, so that you can just have something that everybody has. So you can see, let me take you through it. So you can see the whole color match your front end. So that is it. It match your front end. Let's come to loan request 2. So you see everything match your front end. Let's go back. So if you come back here, it match your front end. As you can see, it match. It is beautiful. It match. On page, it loads. On page, it loads. And then there's something we do again that's like security, so that in case like any bots come to call your website, this is where they are going to land. So this is where they are going to land. They have to click on this button before they can enter your actual website. You can see if anybody should come to your URL, so this is where they are going to land, and then they click it, and voila, they are inside the website and they can go about everywhere. All the buttons are working, so the open account is working. So now let me show you you've seen that the dashboard matched the stuff, but let's log out so that let's sign out so that you can see all these. Like, I can see that everything still match goes from the login phase. So you can see very beautiful. The client you'll be pleased because they have something very unique, and you yourself you do something very unique. But I don't want to take much of our time, so let's click on create also, and you can see everything match. So let's go back to home. So once you click, it take you back to home. See, voila. So I don't want to take much of our time. You get, so let's us get started. You know, you are going to get started. I'm going to take you through. You are going to buy the domain. You are going to follow me as I build this particular website for my client, because this particular site is for a client. I'm delivering it. So you're going to be getting, if you want the, you are interested, you are going to get this color, but in this tutorial I will change you how to do everything by yourself, the customization of the whole system to match your color. If you like any color you want to choose, any color theme you want to use, you can use it in this system. All right, stay with me as I take you along in this video. All right, okay guys, so let's start. So we are going to start by purchasing the domain name that we are going to use. I already have an hosting with Hostinger, so I'm just going to buy domain and connect it with my hosting on Hostinger. So I'm going to paste, this is the domain I want to use. So search, all right, it's available. So let's buy it. So we are going to be buying for just 1 year. So my 1 year, so my card details and everything is input. So the price is $10.17. So I think I still have enough of that in my card. So we're just going to do the complete. Okay, the purchase has been done. So it's finishing the domain registration now. So wait for it. So start using your new domain. Don't forget to verify your email address within 14 days. So let's go. So let's keep this. So let's keep this. All right, let's quickly check. Let's quickly verify this my email so that I won't have issue with on my website on the house or on the hosting. So let's quickly verify this. Just use it right here. Okay, so verify. All right, so that's done. So I guess that's the quick. So please, if you hosting app, or if you are using hosting app and they prompt you to verify, kindly do so, because if you don't, they will probably suspect that your account has something. So let me check status. It's already verified. So we come down to our website list. So we come down here. So once we are in our website list, we have to add the domain because we have to add it here. So we add, we come here, we tell them that it's custom PHP. Don't select all this, so don't limit your domain down. So you should be able to click on this so that you can do whatever you like to do with your domain. So either you want to upload coding, the site is already verified. So why is it still putting pending? Alright, so we register our domain. So we put it. So it's going to initialize startup. So our domain is officially connected to our hosting now, so we can get started on it. So now you can see it's still installing SSL. Don't worry, Hostinger does that automatically. You don't have to worry about that to be done. So like I said, we are going to be building this thing with, okay, this SSL is done already. So we are going to be building it with WordPress, at least the front end with WordPress. So we start by installing our WordPress, so which is right here. So you come to auto installer on your dashboard, on your domain dashboard, then you click on WordPress. So obviously, so you put not drop audience, but it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter actually. So but let's just set it up. Okay, let me just set it up. Let me check. Okay, I love that. Doesn't matter. All this thing doesn't matter actually. So if you know why I say it doesn't matter, so I think that's good. So that's good. Everything is good. Everything is good, right? So not broke. Next. So we're good here to This is in PHP 8.2. So yeah, let's install. Okay, so our WordPress is installed now. So, but like I said, we really don't need much of this. So, well, let's just go into the admin so that I can show you something. So we are in the admin. So we are going to be directed to the admin side. We are in our admin. So there's a dashboard. The WordPress is new. So let me show you. So this is the stage bro. So the WordPress is fresh and new. So but right now we are not going to do much here. So let's come back to our main, our website list, so that we can actually access our domain dashboard. So we are back here now. So let's close this. All right, let's leave it. So we are here. So first thing you will come now is you will come to your file manager. This thing tool can be used on traditional cPanel. So this is HPanel. So you can use cPanel. For the cPanel, after you install your WordPress and everything is set, just go into your cPanel and go to File Manager. Once you go to File Manager, locate the domain file that you installed the WordPress on. Once you locate it, open it, and you get access into it. So if you are using the first domain, like the primary domain, it will be public underscore HTML like this. So it's going to be public underscore HTML like this. So you just come here. So you will see these files, WP admin, WP content, WP include. And first thing I will advise you to do is come down here, come down to WP config. If you are, that means if you are using cPanel, but if you are using Hostinger, you don't have to worry much, but it's better you check. So come down to this WP config, click on it. So this are the bunch of files that allow WordPress to connect to the necessary thing, your database information. No, but this is where we are interested in, this database table prefix. So this thing, if you are using cPanel, cPanel doesn't partition all your website. So let's say you are using the website as add-on domain. So definitely your table prefix will be different. So you have to copy the table prefix of the original WordPress you install. You have to copy, just copy. You can copy the figure in front, or you can copy the whole thing here. Or you can, even if you just don't want to make mistake, just copy everything right here. So just copy everything right here, just for the sake and put it in your notes. But in my own case, I'm using Hostinger, so I don't need to worry about this table prefix because everything is the same on Hostinger because everything is partition. But on cPanel, it's not going to be the same. Like Namecheap or the other cPanel user, it's going to be different. So make sure you copy it. So let's go. So let's leave that. So So now we come back to this WP content. So the WP content that is here, we don't really need it. So we are just going to dump it, skip and delete. So we've deleted that. So now I'm going to be providing you with these files that you are going to upload. It's going to be in the zip file of the that is going to be the link will be in the bio, the link will be in the description. So you once you download that zip file, so that's when you now come, you see the WP content, you see WP frontend, and you see the WP content. So you just come here, then you come to file, and okay, let's quickly locate where it is. So new folder, okay, yeah, right. So you see this WP content, so you upload this one. So let's wait for you to upload finish. Okay, sorry, while we are doing that, so let's go back here. While that one is uploading, so we come back to our database because this is essential. WordPress automatically create a database for you, so you don't have to worry. Yeah, another thing you need to be very mindful of if you are using cPanel. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that. You need to know your actually your database that is WordPress create for you. because like I said, in cPanel, everything is together. If you have add-on domain, so you need to be able to know the cPanel that WordPress create for you. But in case you didn't notice that while you're creating, there's a way you can easily find out which of the cPanel is just going to take it to be. Depending on how many websites you have on your hosting, you don't come and then just go to PHP admin. So right now in your cPanel, just go to that search bar and search PHP admin. So it will take you right here. So you will see the list of all your cPanel here. Sorry, you see the list of all your database here. I mean, for people that are using cPanel, but for each panel, you don't have to worry. Everything is partitioned for you. You don't have stress. So if it's on cPanel, you see the list of all the database here. So in case you don't know the database that WordPress create for you with the code, probably you didn't monitor, you didn't check it while you are installing your WordPress. So just come here, just be opening all the files, like all database, like then you look for something like WP option. So once you click on it, you are going to be in that WP, you are going to see the site URL. So the URL, the domain that you registered the WordPress on, you are going to see it here. So immediately you locate it, then you know that okay, this is your this is your database for the WordPress you install. So that's how you relocate it. Let's say you didn't know what the database name WordPress was creating for you when you was installing in cPanel, and that is for cPanel people. But if you're using HPanel, you have nothing to worry about concerning that. So let's just click on here. And once you click on here, we come down here, we have to drop everything here. So all these things you don't need them. So you come here and we drop them. You dropped, you don't delay empty, you drop everything. So you click on drop and you said yes. So we've dropped everything now. So our database is clean. So now we are now going to come and import. You come to import. So we choose file. So another thing I must tell you, you can see that we have two SQL file. The main SQL file is very, very big. You can see it's about 150 MB. And if you try to upload that if you try to upload that on your PHP admin, it's going to take a very long time for it to upload finish. And you might have a lot of timeout and you might not be successful. But I've done it in a way that you are going to zip. We've compressed the cPanel, we've compressed it to Z on this gzip, we've compressed it to zip. So this 150 SQL has been compressed to this, and yeah, PHP admin can still read the zip file without any stress, and it's going to upload very, very fast. So that's what we are doing now. So we open it. So you can see it is GSQL.gz. That is the zip version. So as it, and that's what it was telling you here. So SQL.zip. So that's it. So let's move on to import. So we import. So why this one too is importing, I think why this one is important, so our the BP content has created. Oh, sorry, I did one mistake the other time, but it's not really a mistake. So you can easily come here. Let's copy this. So let's copy this. So and this one doesn't really affect what's it called cPanel user. cPanel user, you can just easily extract. Once you extract, everything will be put on your stuff. So but you can, in case probably this one now, the I only just zip the actual file. So if you extract it, it's going to extract everything in the big content on your stuff. So you can just create like a folder that you are going to name WP content. Or rather than you deleting the whole WP content file like I did earlier, you can just go into the WP content and delete everything inside, then extract all the files that we want to extract now into that. But don't worry, it's not that difficult. You can easily starting up to, but for Hostinger will prompt you to create file when you are existing, prompt you to create folder. So you are going to create the folder of the PP content, then you are going to extract. So once you extract, all our files here is inside our own .pp content, so we don't have to bother creating any file folder anymore. So we don't need this anymore, so we can easily dump it, or we can wait till finish, but we don't need anymore. So let's drop it. So now everything is good. So this one too has been updated. Like I said, you can see we have about 1,678 queries executed. If it was to be this huge file right here, it will not finish in 1 hour's time, and by that time you have a timeout, server timeout. So now you can see. So now you still come back to our what's it called, WP option, like earlier. So yeah, we have to change this, because what we do now is I've built this particular site on another domain. I've built it, I've done everything that needs to be done. So I zip it. So all I'm doing for you now is I'm teaching you how to install and upload it on your own domain and how to edit it. So that is what I'm doing. So the WP option carries the directory of that particular domain I use in building it, because that is the directory that WordPress installed for me. So we have to edit it to our own. So, and it's very easy. All we just need to do is come here to edit. Once you come to edit, then we have to get rid of this. So we come to our, that's why I kept this on. So we come here and we click on this, we copy our domain, which is this one. It's very important. Then we come here and we put paste. Then we come here too. So this one is done like this, site URL. So we go, it's saved. You see it's updated here. So we do this one also and we edit. So that by the time we go into our by the time we try to load this WordPress now, it's going to load on our own domain. If we don't do that, it will be loading on the other domain. Did you get? So that's it. So we save. So now there's still all this link, we still need to replace them. But the thing is, there are some of it that you can't see because this page is very big. So you can see it has about 25 rows and we are only seeing just one. This is one of the rows. So we can't check all the 25 rows finish because the link is still everywhere, still scattered everywhere. But don't worry, I've already made provision for that. So as of that, that is done. So you can change your what's it called, your blog name here, but you can easily do that in WordPress. So you can change the description, you can do everything in WordPress. So the only thing else you can change is this admin domain. So but since it's still part of my own site, I don't need to worry. But you come here, you can come to the admin domain here. So then you just change it out. That's all, and then go. So that's that. So that's your domain to your WordPress will be direct to your own. So in case you have any issue. So then that's what you will change out. Do you get? So after that is done, now we go back to our WordPress. We go back and we reload. So it prompts us to log in because right now we've changed everything. So all these files now, we've changed everything, we've built, we've updated database, we've done everything. So we are done with all this now. So yeah, the inside the text file, the read from the admin login and password for the WordPress is going to be included. So you just click on admin. So it's admin. Then I'm going to put my password. So why we are putting password? Why is prompting us to log in at that? The original admin and password that we created while we are installing our WordPress has been override because we upload another database and database store all your password and everything. So you have to change it. So you have to be able to use that to log in. Though you can easily change it right here. So you can change it right here. Let me teach you. So it's very simple to change also. So let's go back into the PHP admin. So let me quickly show you how to change it. So if you want to change it, you come here, you locate admin. So you locate user. For WordPress is user. So you locate. So it's going to have it right here. So you can easily come here to edit. So you can change the email, admin email to right here without stress. So because if you try to change it inside WordPress, WordPress will be asking you to verify, to get verification from this or old email, which is not going to be possible. So you just change it in the database once and for all. So you see this particular thing is the password, is how the database was able to read the password. This is how it is. So you have to change you have to be able to put your password in this format to change it. So you change your username, you can change your username, then you can change the password, then change the email. So change the user, you can see this is the URL again. The URL is still here. So this is one of the URL I was talking about. It's still here. The URL is still here, so I can easily change it. I can change it out, but I don't need to stress much about this particular area because there's something that we are still going to do to change out all those URL, the ones that we can see. So the display name admin. So, but you can change the email. But this is what I want to teach you to save. I'm not even going to save this. So there's something you come to by. So just come to this by create dot online and just click on it. So it's going to bring you here. So back to our generator. So just put your naked password here, your plain password. User 1234. Once you do that, so you just come here, you click on generate hash. So you see it generates this for you. You copy it. Then once you copy it, then you come back here, then you paste. You can see that it's the same code thing as this place. Is that so? You just paste it here, then you say once you paste, once you want to log in, it's going to prompt you to put that password you generated here. So that is that. So it's not that difficult at all. So let's leave that. So let's leave that. So my password is input. So let's log in. So voila. Now we are now in the new dashboard, the new WordPress. Everything has been done, so you don't have to start from the get-go, getting theme, getting page. Everything has been done. So you come here, you see all the page has been done. All you just need to do is change them out and make it yours. All the page has been done. There are a lot of media, there are a lot of media that you might need to delete, you might need to change out. So everything is there, is detailed. So you come back to what's it called? So everything that you need is here. So you can come here to the settings and quickly make some settings. So like all this. Now you change it, you change your icon, you put it your own logo. Yeah, also this one since we've changed it in the database, it does automatically updated here itself. You can see this has been email. If you try to change it here, it will tell you the new address will not become active until confirm. You have to confirm from this one. So you don't. Okay, the email will just send to the new address to confirm. So don't worry. So just don't worry about this. You can change everything in the database. So don't worry about this too. We are going to change them. So you can edit it manually or you can't. So the first thing first is we need like I said, we need to change we need to change out the URL. So we come to our plugins here. So the plugins have been installed. So you can see these are all the plugins you need. So this one works for management and all that. I can to take you through that, but I believe for you to be able to use WordPress, you'll be very familiar with WordPress, so you don't need to worry. So these are the plugins that are essential for what we want to do: better search and replace, real time find and replace. So those are the two major plugins where that is going to make our work smooth. So first of all, we come down here to tools and we click on this. So once we click on this, so we need to search for. So now let's go back to I'll put this here for you. So I'll put this here for you. So let's search for this. Since there's no trust, so you search for this, put it here, then you now replace it with your own domain, which is this. So you replace it with your own domain, which is this. And speaking on that, which is this. Speaking on that, let's quickly check the site we upload. So this is the site we upload. You can see not group. So stable. Sorry. All right. So okay. Please pardon me. Since we haven't changed some of the buttons, so it's still working. All those button links will still be working with the old site. So but let's just click on it. So it's still working with the old site. As you can see, copy this. This is the home page. I think this This page is intentionally used. You can easily change it if you want, but it's just for you to protect your site so that not just anybody will come in, and if Google want to crawl, they will actually say that your site is more, they won't be able to see all the content on there. That's why I do something like this. So, but you can easily remove it. You so far you're a WordPress user, you should know how to navigate and remove it and change the page. But if you have any question that, just don't hesitate to drop the comment. I will be happy to put you through. So let's just go to our main site. So just slash the page. So this is our main site. You can see this is our domain. Then this is the home page. So this is the site. You can see everything has been built. Everything is neat. So you just need to change the name, and everywhere the name of the sites we need to change it to ours. Then you swap out the logo. We swap out everything. So the majority of the work has been done. The structure, the color have been done. And if you want to change this color to match your own idea, that won't be a problem. I will put you through how to do that. So those are the little adjustment that you need to make. So now we put it there, we want to change. So we click on this. These are the database, and you highlight everything. So we want you to search on all the database, search everywhere in the database, and make sure you change everything out. So once you can put case sensitive, so that it won't worry about the case. So then you now click on, don't, if you click on run as dry run, it's just going to locate everything, but it's not going to replace. But since we need it to replace, just click on it here, run and replace. So it's going to look through all your database, look for this particular where this place thing appear, which is the domain, then to replace it with your own domain. So that's how you can replace everything. So even on the button, so it search about 21 table, then it saw 808, 16 cell, and change 744 of this. So almost everything has been changed. So right now, so we though it doesn't take immediately. Everything doesn't take immediately. So you have to be patient. So you have to be patient, you have to reload. It's not going to be much of the time, so you have to reload. So once you reload, so you start seeing, so let's see whether this one has changed. So this one hasn't changed yet. You look into that one, there's this link here that it has to change, and it will change. Don't worry, just give it time, everything will change. So when you run it, it's going to search for all your table, and it has to search for this and swap it out. And there's something I want to correct. Please leave this alone. Don't leave this on check, okay? Leave this on check, so that if you change it, I think something happened that will break it. It will probably break your system depending on the hosting you're using. Just for the sake of it, just leave this on check and leave this on check also, so that you can just focus on this and swap everything out. So I think with that you are good to go. All right. So that's that. A matter of time, everything will change itself out. So how you can check is, let's come down to our settings first. Then our settings, so it will still change here, but it hasn't changed. So let's come down to our display to still change. Don't worry, over time it will change. But in case this one is not taking, but it has changed all the link, it's changing it small. So once you start reloading, the database will start updating. But if you don't want to see this, so this is the one that I built the site with. So this particular one here, we need to change everything out. So we come down to, we come back to right here. So we come back to our tools, then we come to this real-time find and replace. So now we need to find this, then replace it with this. We are going to replace it with this. So the other time we are searching for link, so but now we don't want to search for link again, we want to search for the name where all those name pop up. So we need to change them to ours, so that, so as you can see, everything is good. It's cool. So you just click on update settings. So once you update like that, so gradually this one too will take a little bit of time, but gradually everything will start changing. Gradually everything will start changing. So gradually, so all this will start changing. So it's just sometimes the cache data and everything takes a while before they can take up. So, but in case you don't have the patience, which I would advise you, you should have the patience. In case you don't have the patience, you can start going into it one after the other. But if you give it about few minutes, just don't worry, everything will work faster without stress. So our cache data too is still caching some of the page. So it's still going to cache so that it will load fast. So once you keep reloading, everything will start changing. So let's start looking for it. Okay, it's still there. Okay, but this particular page you have to change. This particular page has to be changed manually. But almost every part of the website will be replaced. So in case it doesn't take much, so you can come back again, probably in case you're not patient, come back again, do it again. So okay, so this one is for admin, so just update settings, update settings, update, update. So all right, let's go back again and check so whether it has start taking. Just in case we don't know, let's go to another browser and check. Like I said, sometimes cache data always affect. So yeah, hasn't start taking yet. Okay, see, this one has changed. You can see, let's come back here. What is it? So it hasn't changed yet. So it hasn't changed yet. So let's reload. You see, it hasn't changed yet. So sometimes cache delay, so it hasn't changed yet. But when you check other browser right here, so it has changed here. It started taking already. So that's how you start doing gradually. So you can just give it like a few days, or sorry, few hours for the cache to post this particular. Like I said, it's not going to change. You have to do that manually. So you should be able to know how to do that. So let's look for where that particular name pop up again. So see, that's changed here also. That's changed here itself. That's update. So now let's look whether our email, see our email too have been updated. You can see the first one actually did this. So everything we just start see, it has changed our footer. But if you come down here, because of the cache, because there is a cache file here, so nothing has changed yet, nothing has changed yet. As you can see, it doesn't take care. So, but in our new, in the other browser that we tested, everything has take. You can see that's changed. That's changed. It's still the same URL. So please just have a look. Still the same URL. So that's how it is. So you just have to be patient. Or you can clear your cache and try it again to confirm. No problem. But that's just it. So we are going to be using this to check our updates, to check if everything has taken. So let's check other pages. So we see whether it has taken. See, it has taken. So it has taken. So let's come down here. Let's come back to this place. Let me show you to the full page earlier. So let's come here. So you can see it's still about Axis Bridge Holdings. So that's see, it doesn't take care because the cache data is still active. But if you come back to this place, it has changed. That's changed. It has updated. So you come down here, so it has updated here too. So you see it has updated everywhere that name comes up. You can see everywhere that start updating everything. You see that's update. You can see it has updated here too. So it has changed it everywhere it's going to be popping out from. So that's that. I don't want to take our time too much. So if I've changed it everywhere, just check on the page. Like I said, after you've checked on the page, so you check, do manual check yourself. Just scan through and see where it takes and where it didn't take. But I can assure you that most of it, you can see most of it would have replaced itself out without stress. You can see You can see we didn't reach all this page before, but it has updated, it has touched it without us stressing ourselves. Do you see? So now let's check another one. Okay. So this one is one of the primary Ashma Bank. So please, you have to come here and check. You have to do it manually and also check. All right. So this Ashma Bank now, in case you want to do it, let's come here and come back to this place and edit this to look for anywhere Ashma Bank is and update. So update. So anywhere it is, make sure it updates. Update. Update. So it's not going to, because it's also as cache, it's not going to change immediately because that's cache. So then again, we go again to another browser and we come here and we check whether it has take. Okay, this one hasn't take yet. So it hasn't take. So you can easily go down in here and quickly edit it out. So let's not waste time on that, please. All right. So one of the benefits of this again is it's just to lessen your work. So you can still go back in, quickly check where everything is not corresponding, and you can even change the whole content. So now we've checked. Right now, all the thing we do is going to be update. But just for that, so let me take you through it. Let's go to the home page, because there are some colors that you can't change in the home page that you have to change manually. But like I said, this is for someone that has background knowledge with WordPress, so it shouldn't be that difficult for you to swap out. So let's go into the home page, sorry, into the Elementor, to see how we can edit all those pages, change out the content, change out the write-up. But the whole system structure, I mean the whole color, everything is already you don't have to worry about that. Those one can be easily sorted. But then let this one load finish. Okay, we are in the this page. So you can see all this can be edited to what you want. Everything is adjustable. So this particular slider, I will teach you how to edit it. It is used with another plugins entirely. So I will show you that. Just hold on a bit. So everything here can be edit. So you don't have to worry. So it all can be edit. And all this button color, this particular one, you have to come here and change it manually. Let me just quickly show you where you will change it. So this is tab. So you come to style, then once you come, so style, you look for color, so the tab, so this is the color. So you come to active, so this is the color. You can change the color of the active to whatever you like. So that's that. So but some of the icon we are like all these icon now, they are custom colors. So if you choose to change it where I want you to change the site global color, it might not change. But all these buttons you have nothing to worry about, they are all global color, so you don't have to worry about that. So now let's quickly go to where you can change all the color. You come here and we open this. So this is where you can do that. Just come to your global color here. Then you can change all the color theme, the whole color theme, and every color on the website will be changed. So the primary color, choose your color. Secondary color, choose your color. The accent color, these are the accent color. You can see this is the accent color here. Is also the one that is used, right? So this is the accent color. So you need something light that will complement the primary color, or something very light that is opposite of the primary color. So the headline color, I think you should leave this be. It's just a form of black, but see this color. So I think you should leave that. So you don't worry. Then the body color too. I don't think you should bug yourself much with that. So this is the color here. So sorry. So don't mess with it. So then the dark neutral. The dark neutral is what will make all these. Let's open this. Hold on. Um, let's review this. So the dark neutral is what we is the color here. So this color here, this is a gradient like this, so don't worry to change to your color. So the dark neutral, this is the dark neutral right here. So if you come here, it's part of all the site of the website. So the dark neutral, you can see it's right here. So this is it right here also. So the color that you want to actually is your dark neutral and takes majority of the site structure. So you can choose. Then I think you should leave this light neutral is white and the white color. Just leave these two. You don't need to mess. So the color that you want to change should be this, should be this, should be this, and should be this. So then once you choose it, the whole site will be revamped. So but you still need to do a manual editing. You have to do manual color change, like I said. So but mostly is on this home page, and one of it is going to be here, one of it is going to be this. All these ones are custom color. So let me just show you. All these ones are custom color. So you can see it's a custom color, so it doesn't select with any of your global color. So you can just try to edit it best you can and change it to your color. If you like to change it to your own cost global color, you can also. That's that. So what else? Okay, now let me now show you this. So if you want to change the slider, let's go back here. So the slider color you have to do that manually. So this slider is not part of the web, it's not part of the home page. It's actually plugged in on its own. You come to this dev center and come to dashboard. So you see everything is going to come with it. So the dashboard, once you come, you just click now preview. We are going to edit. So I'm going to edit. It's not preview. So yeah, so right here, so you're going to click on this. This is another builder on its own, but don't let it intimidate you. It's very simple. It's very simple. If you are someone that use Canva or this design software, it shouldn't be that difficult. So you can just click on this. Once you click on this, so you change it to color here. So just click on the color here. This is your deep color. This is your light color. So my advice to you, the deep color should be your dark neutral in your global color, and the light color should be your primary color. So that's just how it is. Just click on it, change it, put your S code here, change it, put your S code here, and just leave it. Everything will change. Then the background color, which is this color, then you can just change it here. So you have to do it for the page. It's 3 page for the slider. This is one slider one, this is slider two, and this is slider three. So this particular thing, it is a SVG icon image. So that's uploaded. The color is already predefined. You can change it, and this one too. So in case you don't want to, you can easily download it. Look for editing software that you can use, Canva, or change the color. But I don't think Canva can change it. I actually make use of Adobe Illustrator to change it here myself. I'm a full-time designer also. But in case you don't want to, you can just easily click on it and delete it. But yellow often goes with any color you want to use, either green or blue. That's what we use for banking websites. So the yellow goes well, so you don't have to worry about it. So it's golden yellow. So probably you should just leave it. So the background color too is different. If you want to change it to anything, you can change it. So that's that. So you then once you do that for all the page, make sure you check for the tablet to the responsiveness, check for the tablet, then you check for the mobile. So once everything is okay, because sometimes if you make editing on the desktop, it might not affect the other responsiveness. So you have to check for the responsiveness. And once you are done, you just come down here. It will show you that you need to publish your change. Then you click on publish change, boom, and it will update. So because let's just close this. I don't need to do anything here. I just want to take you through it, and if you have any question, you can still ask. So it's not something I have to do. So this particular page here, is actually I actually use it with this scepter, this particular one. You can see I'm actually using it. Once I put their slider here, you just click on the slider I'm using, so you can see select it. So you don't need to stress yourself on this at all, unless you create another slider yourself, and then you can now select it here. So that's the scepter slider. So that's that. So for all the other pages, Other than that, the only thing you need to do is go in there, check if your bank name is correct, and if it's correct, leave it. If it has updated, my own is still updating right now, so and it's cached, so you can just leave it after a day, reload. I think everything should be cached already. So, but go to the inner page, change. So, but all the inner page, like the see, this one has changed already, and like this one will change already. So all these ones will change with that plugin. So then you can come here, you can edit the numbers, change the address. If you can check, if you don't like the content, you change it out. Like all this now, you can change it. You should know how to do all this. So all those editing can be done, but the structure and the everything is already done for you. You can change the footer, change everything, then change out the logo. So that's that. So I'll be doing this off the screen now. I'll be changing out some of the things I want to do for this. I'll do that once I finish. I will now take you to on how we are going to build the back end. So, but for that, let me quickly finish the front end final design so that you can see. Like I said, if you are a WordPress user, all the many things that need to be done shouldn't be a problem. Like the logo, okay, let me show you. This is where you can change out the logo. You come to branding. Everything is easy with this theme. So you come to branding, then you swap out all your logo. This is your primary logo, secondary logo. This is your mobile logo. This is your secondary mobile logo, and this is your five icon. So I'll be changing out all this. I have not designed the logo for this particular brand yet, so I'll be doing that off the camera. So once I do that, I will upload it here. I will show you when I upload it. Then I will do the remaining cleanup, and then again, I want all those adjustment this name to take. So I want them to take. Once they completely take, I will know where I need to do the manual changing and all that. So once that is done, I will then proceed to the dashboard, the user backend of it, whereby we do the dashboard and we do the editing and we do the finishing. So still hold on with me. I'll be back with you in a jiffy. All right. So everything has been cleaned up now. So I am using this color for this my clients here. So you can change it. Like I said, you can change the color, but I don't want to really mess with it because this is it. But you can change the color. So just to prove to you that you can change the color, I've done the cleanup. You can see I've changed the logo. So I've changed the logo. I've done everything I need to do. Okay, let me show you the logo right here. So this is where you upload your logo. Just come to branding. So you can create two logo so that the two contrasting logo, the what the contrast is that one that will show over the other. Do you get? So it's two contrasting logos. So this is the primary logo, which is also the primary color. Then this is the contrasting color, which is the secondary logo. So it's also the secondary accent color is the secondary color, but I'm not using it as part of my color theme, but it's also contracting to this. So as you can see on the let's just use this. As you can see on the home page right here. So this is where this color show. I like it as it shows like that. So then I use the color theme of this. So but I want it to actually have it as the logo right here. So if it's so this place is a option design. So I will show you how you can edit this particular page color. So that one will not change even though you change the color. But as you can see, it's just moving. It gives you this sleek luxurious look for all this bank. It's just not like just any other bank. It's just like a very good bank. You can see it's moving. It's nice. So but don't worry about that. So this is the logo and this is my five icon. You can see everything has changed here. So I noticed that if you even put the five icon here, it will show on the page, but it's not going to be carried by your dashboard. So you need to come down to these settings here. So you need to come down here and the five icon. So I change it right here. So that's it, so that it will take on the but within this brand right here, it will change on our page. So most of these things themselves are a while, like I said, and it takes a while to take. But in case you don't have the luxury of waiting, just go inside and be open. After you've done that, just be opening those page one after the other. And you're trying to see it will probably have updated inside the open Elementor page. So just try to make a simple adjustment and use update. It automatically first update it. So I still need to change this. I would like my color, my brand to have a theme. So this place, I'll still edit it outside the system. I'll make use of Photoshop to do that. So you can choose to change the image completely. But my advice to you, when you are swapping out image, I will advise you, you just go to, you can go to media, media. Once you go to media, this is my own trick. So you can come to media. So these are the different color I've used with this website, so you can see. So I will have to delete all this. I have to clean it up when I'm the one I'm going to be adding to the folder, the files I'll be sending to you if you need this particular theme and script. So you can see it's in green color here. I change it to blue, so I'm going to give it to this. I'm going to make it this one, but I won't do that on screen. I will do it on screen when I want to hand over the work. So don't take our time too much. It's you. I believe if you want to use WordPress, you should be very familiar with WordPress. So everything, but just for me to show you that if you change color, it will change globally. So let's do this. Let's change. Let's just copy this out. So then let's change it. Okay, no, let's don't use primary. The primary two is going to change. Okay, let's copy this color out. So let's put it inside our notes. So put it here. So then let's leave secondary. Then let's copy this dark neutral out. So I think these are most of the essential color on the system. So then let's copy. Okay. So that we can know which color is which color. So I don't want to be looking for it everywhere again. So so let's copy the secondary color to out so that I can show you that once you change all those color, everything will take. It will just only be some few page, then accent color. Let's change the accent color also. So I think that's all. So that's all. I think this is all I need. So let me leave. So now, so we change this. Let's leave. They already advise you should leave this, you leave this. So let's change this for main color. The primary color, let's look like color green. Let's use color green. So bright green. So let's use the accent color. Should be contrasting yellow, orange, yellowish orange. Let's do that. Just if you want to do color, you can easily use all this website to understand your color so that you can know. Oh, secondary color. Sorry, we are going to use color green deep version or light version, depending. So, but let's use color green various version like this. So, color green like this. So, yeah, like this. Let's do that. So like that, then accent color is when we now go for orangey, yellow. So then let's leave this. Then our dark neutral will now be deep color green, deep color green. So something like this. All right. So now you can see. Let me show you. Let me take you through these pages. So this is where you take most. All these pages, all this color right here, all this color right here. They are all part of the color, also all this color background. So you see, so let's go to service too. Let's check. So all this color, so this particular color to change because this is the accent color. So let's don't waste time too much. So let's just save. So let's just save. Once you save, then we come here and reload. You see, all the color have changed. You see, but this particular one is not going to change. I'll teach you how to do that. So, but this, you see, the accent color is different. You see, all the button color, the accent color, everything is different. So, okay, let's go to this. You can see this color has changed. So, you can change the whole color, the system vibe. You can see the system vibe is changed. So you don't have to worry much about color. So all this is still part of the this deep color is still part of the well, it's still part of the system. So this is the color here. It's this color here that was used right here. So you can change it so you can see the footer has changed. So you can see that most of it has changed. So all you just need to do is you can see this has changed. So this has changed too. So now let's go to the home page. Some of the home page will change. You see, but this particular one is not going to change because it's on I've already showed you this earlier. Is on a different this slider is on the zipper plugin, so you have to go and change it separately. So obviously you can just copy your dark neutral and your primary color, then you mix it to give you that gradient. You can see the gradient fill here. It's also the same here, so you can see the gradient fill. So I said, hey, these are the ones you are going to change cost that are custom that you're going to change manually. Or this, you're changing it manually. So you change this manually. I already showed you how to change this manually too. You can see the button, everything is already intact. So you should be able to get a very good contrasting color. You can see this is not contrasting very well. So you get to contrasting color as your secondary and accent. So you can see all this has changed, all this have adjusted. You can see all this has changed. So this one to this particular one, okay, I think I'll fix this one. Don't worry, I'll fix this one right here. I'll fix this one right here. Let's just fix this one right here. Let's just fix this one right here. It's not that difficult. So you just paste star. Since everything is in order and is not in order, so you just copy the star, it will fix. So let's come back here. So once we reload, it will take. So see, that's fixed. So you can see, so this is what you can need to see. You can see the footer. You don't need to stress yourself on the footer for the color, the styling. So you just change this one here. So the same color preference here is what you're going to use here. So you just need to change one. Once you change one, copy star on this. Same thing. You don't need to use star. You have to do this manually because the structure, the padding is different from this. So it will mess it up if you try to copy this star and paste here. So I think that's all. And then you change this one too. You change this color here too. Those are the things you need to change manually. And then you change this inside your descriptor. So and now this particular one here, this background. So it's a background on its own. So let me show you. Let's come up. Let's come up. So let me reload this place so that you can see what is happening. Okay, it's still loading, but you can see this thing. This is what is moving. It's designed, so you don't need to worry about that design. It's all right. So it's here. So like I said, don't worry. So I just want you to change this background color here. So this is where you change. You can click on it here. So you come to your styling. So these are the colors. So the reason why I intentionally didn't use this custom, I didn't make this time using a custom color because I want to be able to give some kind of leeway to mix the color very well. The color didn't mix for me if I use the what's it called, the global color. So that's why I use a custom color. So you can see, so this particular one is a custom color, the background. So that is why it's changed automatically. You can see it highlights. So, but this one now, if you want to make a custom color in case of next time, you can easily click from here. You can see all the custom color has been updated. So the global color rather has been updated. So, but I use a custom color. So you can just change it yourself to whatever color you choose. So this color one, you can see the mix of all those color. You can use this shade I use. So if you are going to pick a color, let it be this a little bit of medium shade, then light shade and very dark shade. So dark shade, light shade, and very dark shade, then the accent. So the accent is what is going to mix the whole effect to work very well. So after you do that here, so you then come to open all the other page. Let's open this. I can see right now the primary color is already indicating, but then again we put this same moving design up here. So I want to show you how you can put it. So once you come here, you can see these are the color. So once you've already decided how you want to style this particular place, like I said, if you are going to be making use of this, and the reason why you are watching this video or you are interested is because you actually understand how you already understand how WordPress works. So just come here, change all your color here. you can manually move it around or stuff. So then you change. So once you change, then once you get the color that you want and you see it, you can easily come here. You can easily come here and just off this so that you can see what you are working with. So you can see this is a depictor slider. So this is what we are working with. So this is what is moving. So this is the mix of all those colors. So all you just need to do is come back here to your star. So then you can see how the color is moving. This is how it is. So then you copy them out once you're okay with the mixture and you like the slide how it's moving. So you like the animation how it's going, then you can copy the color here, this color one, then you come down here. So sorry, this one is still loading. Okay, so you can see it has the same effect here. So this is same effect here. So once you just copy this, just come here and come to the styling. It's the same thing as you can see, the same thing. So just copy the color that you have adjusted that on this big one. Just copy it here and start pasting it here, color 1, color 2, color 3, and color 4. And once you are satisfied, it will still give you the same effect. So now, this about us and every other inner page on this website has the same header. Do you get? They have the same header styling. So once you've done this, all you just need to do is just come here and you copy. Once you copy, then you start opening all these pages one after the other. Let me try and see if I can open this, and it's not going to take our time. I don't know what's wrong with my network. That Elementor is taking long to load. Alright, you can see it's the same. So just come here. This one is not yet loaded finished. So but you can just click it here. Use the container. So once you click it, just right click, then you just paste out. That's all. That's all you do for all the inner pages. The contact, every inner pages that you see here. And even though you want to create another inner page for yourself. So there's two ways you can do it. You can just look for one of the inner pages that looks like the structure of what you want to build. So if you see an inner pages, like you can see, I have about how many pages? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sorry. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 inner pages extra. So the about us, the contacts, the online banking, the online security, we don't count this. There's nothing there. Then the service. So those are the inner pages. So you can look for any one of it that looks like what you want to do. All you just need to do is just duplicate. You can do duplicate here. So I have to duplicator. There are 2 plugins that is doing that duplicator for me. So you can just do this duplicate, use this one. Once you duplicate, it will duplicate the page for you. Then once you click on duplicate, it will automatically open the page for you to edit. So right here, all you just need to do is just put the name of the page you want to create here and click publish. And once you publish, you should know how to edit page. So you open it, so it should list out here for you. So it already list out here as draft. So you can open it with Elementor. It will have the same page. So obviously, if we might have done the whole adjustment on here, so all you just need to do is now open that particular page. Once you open that particular page, then you start designing or start styling or do whatever you want to do with that inner page. Once you start doing that, so it will still take the shape of the initial one that has been designed. So you don't have to worry yourself much about styling. You can just focus on the structure. You can duplicate some of the some of the section and container you have on the page you duplicate, and then you can just change the content, change the image to what you want to do. So that is just it. I've made everything very, very simple for you. So if you have any questions, still don't hesitate to ask. So that is just about the styling. So do you get? So that is that about the styling. So there's nothing crazy about it. So there's nothing crazy. There's nothing you can change it to whatever you want. I've made it very flexible. I don't need to change the color. My intention change the color, but I will revert back to initial design. So now the next thing we are moving on to is the how to build the backend. So that is the next page. That's the next thing we are moving on to. Once we finish that, then I'll show you how the whole system works, and that will be the end of this tutorial. So right now, wait with me. Let's move on to the next phase of this tutorial. All right, okay, guys. So let's now try to build the back end. So we are back into our hosting domain dashboard now. As you can see, it's still not Blue Codings. So what we are going to do next is to create a subdomain. Though there are different ways you can create a backend, but I prefer to create a subdomain. I want my backend to be on another site entirely. A lot of banking website does it that that dashboard and everything is on another website, and their front end that talks about the bank is on another site. So they connect it together. So there's a way we are going to connect it together. I will show you all that in this video. So just stay with me as we go, okay? So we come here to our under. I'm using Hostinger. So if you're using cPanel or any other provider, so just go to your subdomain. On cPanel, you can just go to domain, then you click on add domain. So once you click on add domain, as if you want to add on domain, then it's not going to tell you subdomain, but all you're just going to do is let me click on subdomain here. So in that part, you are going to select, you don't need to select domain, just put whatever you want to put in front of your subdomain. When you're talking about subdomain, you have to put another part, another name in front of that main domain, which is notebookholdings.com. So in cPanel, you can just put me, I like to use app. So I'll be using app. So I'll be using app. So it's not going to be on your cPanel, it's going to be app dot your domain. Then you just launch it and make sure you uncheck that shared file. So once you uncheck it, it's going to create a separate file folder for you in your cPanel that you can use for your subdomain website. When you connect your subdomain website on the cPanel domain, then you're good to go. But if you don't understand this, just reach out to me. I'll be happy to put you through. But I'm using Hostinger now, so all I just need to do is put my own subdomain name, which is going to be app, and it's going to do everything itself. So I just need to do create, and voila, my subdomain is ready, which is app.notebooks.com. So that is what this is like. This you can copy, this is what you can do and put your own domain box, and it's going to in your cPanel, and it's going to create your subdomain for you like this. So now let's go back to this place. So it has created subdomain. Let me come back here and show you on the list of websites. See, that's create the subdomain. So if I click on it now, it will load to another website entirely. Still to install the SSL certificate, but to install. But right now, you can see the subdomain part is ready, but there's nothing there yet. So we need to upload our new website on here. So we are going to come here. So since it's the same, I'm just going to click on dashboard. It's still going to take me to the notebook dashboard. So all I just need to do is now come to my the file manager here. Another thing Hostinger does is that it partition all the domains on your hosting. Do you get it? Partition everything to public underscore HTML because it believes every domain is a new website on its own. But on cPanel, your primary domain will be the one using public underscore HTML, and these add-on domains, they have to have their own folder, which is going to be their domain name. For the domain name will be what the folder will be named. So do you understand? So but with Hostinger, everything is partitioned. So I just need to come to my public underscore HTML that we installed our WordPress on. We are in our public underscore HTML here. So we are now, you can see these are the WordPress file, and you can see this app that it created, this app folder that created here. That is for our subdomain. That is the part that our subdomain will be working with. So let me see if I can show you here. Let me come here to, so we're already here. So let me just come into domain, then subdomain. So I want you to understand how subdomain work. So you can see here that he has already put the directory to home slash domain. These are the normal primary home directory for us. This one, this home slash. So home directory for us. So it now creates slash a app. So this is the directory for this one now. So this is once you launch this particular thing on a browser, this is the part it will be looking to connect to. So that is where your website will be. So that's basically how subdomain work. So it's just about the directory of that subdomain. So now let's come here. So this is our directory, which is the app. So it will be empty. So this particular default PHP was that one we saw when we launched the subdomain. So if you launch it again, so you are going to see something like hosting. So this particular thing here is this file. It's the file here. You can see default.php, so we don't need it anymore. You can usually launch your subdomain to see. If you don't see this file, that means your subdomain didn't work. So you have to delete it and redo it again so that it will actually create that part properly. So let's delete this. We don't need it anymore. So now let's upload our backend file, which is going to be a PHP script that I'll be providing for you. So we come down here, we locate it. So sorry, so I have to make folder. So this is it. So then we come here, Pinterest. So here's the main file. Then open it. So let's upload it. It's uploading. Okay. While it's uploading, so let's go back to this place. Since we didn't use, like I explained to you, when we are installing WordPress the other time, so there are some steps that WordPress allows us to skip when we are installing our WordPress. Because WordPress is an app on its own, he needs to be the one to create his own file. So he created his own file by also creating his own database. So he just went into that database and dropped the original file he created into database to upload our own. But in this case, now we have to manually create our own database because we are uploading a file ourselves manually. We are not using any app, so we have to upload our database manually. We have to set up our database manually. So now you create your own database. So this was the database that WordPress creates earlier for itself. So now, so we are going to create our own database. So, you can call it anything. Me, I will call it. You can call it anything. Me, I will call it not BDB, not BDB. So I'll copy it and put it here. So my password is here already. So you can use anything for your password. You can copy the whole thing and you just type your password. But I have created my own password already. Okay. So my database is created like this. Here's my database. So then I'll come here to enter PHP my admin again. So the same process we followed earlier when we are installing our WordPress website. But when we are uploading our WordPress website. So now we are in our PHP admin. Unlike that time when we are uploading our WordPress website, we had to drop some of the content here in the database because it was WordPress that created that database for us. But in this case now, we don't need to drop anything because we created that fresh database, so there's nothing here. So we need to import our own file, our database file. So which I will also provide, which is going to be this.sql. It's not big, so it's not in a compressed version. It's not a very big file, so it's going to upload quickly. So let's wait for it to upload finish. Let's see. This one's still uploading. Okay, that's complete 183 queries executed. So this is what you need to confirm that the database you upload is uploaded completely. So now our database is done. So you see these are our database table. So now there's something that you need to do here. So basically it doesn't necessary, but I like to do it for these scripts. So I don't like using the default login information. So I'll have to change it to my own. So this is where you now come to your admin. This is your admin default login. So I'll come to edit. So right here, once I come to edit, so I need to change the admin login credential. So I've showed you how to do this on earlier on. I've showed you. So I need to quickly do it and I'm going to change it to this, but I'm not going to show what I'll be using for my password on the screen. So please bear with me. All right, I've changed my hash password already. So now let's just change this one and we go from there. So I just need to change the admin to this so that to just be an admin email. So admin at Notebook. So this will be my admin email login, then this will be my password. So after that, so I just need to just come here and hit go. So you can do the same for yourself. If you want me to, I've already told you the link that you can use to generate those hash. I already showed you, but I will add the link in the README, in the README or installation file. The text file inside the script should be added there. so you don't have to worry. So I think that's done. So all right, this one too has upload finished. So now let's extract this. So in my own case, Hostinger is going to force me to first of all put the extracted file into a folder. So you on Namecheap or any other cPanel using platform, it will just ask you to extract. So it might extract directly on your root file, like, but you don't have to worry. So I'm extracting. So if you'll be able to understand this, don't worry, it's not that complicated. All right, I've extracted that. I don't need this anymore. So it's just because if you don't delete the zip, it will just be lagging your website and it's not safe. So now this is inside another file folder. So I need to extract this. These are the files that I need, and I need to put it on this app, not here. So I'll click on it here. I'll highlight everything, then I'll move. So I'll click on this, move here. I don't want it to see this. The file part is still here. I don't want it here. I want it here. So this is where I want it. So then I'll move. So now I can delete this one now because it's empty now. So then, so everything is up and up now. So then one thing you need to do now is just come to your env file here. Then you edit this to your own database. So the database we created here is what you are going to use. Change your database name, which is going to be right here, the database. So the database name, the database user, then your password. I'm going to blur this place out somehow, or I'm just going to skip it. I don't know. But please bear with me. So bear with me that this is a live site I'm doing for a client. So I can't reveal the sensitive information out. So in this space now, just change the app name. Make sure there's no space in the app name. Then change the app URL to your URL. So it's going to be app.notgroup. So this is the URL that you're using. Then you change your database name and the input the password. That's all. And you save. So we are waiting for it to save. All right, saved. So we're good to go. So everything is in order. So you just need to change your env file. So everything is in order. So I think we're good to go. So now let's try to launch our subdomain website to see if it's working. Sorry for my network. So we click on this. So once you click on it, it's open on itself. And voila, the subdomain website is working. Like I said, you can see that this is a full website on its own. It's actually a full website on its own. But there's a way you are going to connect it with your front end that is not going to give you any issue. And the reason why I want you to use, the reason why we are using WordPress as our front end is because we need to be able to have control over our content, over our styling, over our design, over everything that we're doing on our website. And because our front end is where we welcome our staff, our potential visitors to the website. So you need to have control over that. So the back end is someone that's already using your website and all that. So I don't know why the network is doing that, but basically we don't need the front end. So what we need to do is to see if the website is working. And we are not going to be seeing this particular page, but let it load first. It's loaded. So this is the front end that comes with the script, but we are not using it. We are not using it. So we are not using it. So we are just going to click on this is what we're interested in and register. So we are interested in this two link. This two link app.slash login and slash register. So these are the two links we are interested in this particular site, because these are the two links that take us inside that website. So the front end of that one, too, like I said, is just a welcome face, and we don't need the front end. We only need the back end to blend with our own front end that we've created here. So this place, and don't worry that it's in blue color and your own website is in different color. I will teach you how to blend this color theme to match your front end. So that's the whole point of this. So now is you can see this is the two places you need. But the thing is, when I was building this, I already had in mind with this thing. So if you should come here, when you use all those what's it called, all those software to, or all those plugins to change the link and everything, and some of it you do manually, it would have changed the link to this part, except you are not using app dot as your subdomain. If you are using different thing, then you can go manually into this login button here and open account button here and change it. And some of the button here too, like this one, they are direct to that all those things. So if you click it now, you can see app dot group. As you can see, it automatically connects to this place. As you can see, I will click on it from my own page and it's already taking me there. Open account. As you can see, it changed. So because all the all the buttons have been updated to this link. So immediately you use that best search plugins to change all your link, all your plugin, all the link, it will change everything to this. Anywhere that old, what's it called, URL is going to change it to this and it will keep everything that is left. So that is why my button has been updated. I didn't touch all the buttons when I was doing it. It's what has been set from the beginning. So it will always direct to app.register, app.slash app. The URL I'm currently using, the domain I'm currently using, slash register. So now that is how you connect to your bank. So, and once they are there, okay, let's do this. So once they are there, you see now they are in app dots. So how do we do it that once they are here? Come on now, network. How do we do it that once they are here, that someone normal in normal sense, anybody that clicks on this logo or somewhere around can take them back to the home page, which is going to be the app dot, what's it called? App dot notebrookholdings.com, which is our primary virtual subdomain homepage. So you can see this place. We don't need them to redirect here because this is a different homepage. So if they are landing on notebrookholdings.com and when they are inside the dashboard through the notebook holding, and they say they should go back to homepage and it's directing them, it will confuse the client that, oh, why am I on different site entirely? So we are going to do it in a way that this particular link will always direct to our normal link. So this particular website here, you don't want this place to show anymore on our website. This place, you don't want it to show anymore. So you just come here, you copy it. So we are going to create a redirect that it will always redirect anything that has app.notbrook.com. Without the slash, it will always redirect to notbrookholdings.com. It will always redirect to this page. It will always redirect. So you don't want it to redirect to this particular page also because this is understand. So you always redirect to this page. So it will always redirect to notebrook slash not. So notebrookholdings.com slash notebook. Do you get? So this is what we use our own page. Do you get? To always redirect it. So don't worry, let's not stress you. Let's close this. You don't need this anymore. I just ask you to create this so that you can use it in case you want to update your own button. So this is where these are the links you will need to upload because before you stop seeing this particular link, you need to get your login link and your register link before you now recreate your redirect. So then you don't need this anymore. So we just come here. So I don't need it anymore. So I'll come back to my stuff here, go into dashboard. So then I'll come down to domain, redirect. So if in case you are using cPanel, you don't need to stress yourself. Just go to the search button at the top right corner, at the top right corner, and search for redirect. So just click on redirect. So then you create a new redirect. So you create, so this one now will be redirect app. This one, it has check the path. This one you have to redirect it to this. So it should be no, so it should be not broke. So anything that here will be redirected to this place. Do you get? So now that way we are not going to land on our own on this website homepage anymore. It will always redirect here. So now we don't want it to redirect here actually because this one is a closed page. So we want it to redirect here. So redirect here. So sorry, I almost forgot. So we want it to be redirecting. So we want it to be redirecting just here. So this place alone. So I want it to be directing here. So notebrookholdings.com slash not dash brooks dash holdings. So this is where we want it to always redirect to anytime they click on the home button inside the dashboard. So you should always redirect them here, not to this. So you create, and once you create, so the redirected has been created. So yeah, so in case you want to change it, probably you don't like the redirection you lost, you can easily delete it and everything will revert to normal. But I don't want to do that. So I can easily go back here. So I go to open account. So if I go to open account from here, it should take me to this place. As you can see, it take me directly to this place. So now you are still going to do the setup. Don't fret, okay? I want to go back home page, so you can see it will take me back here. So it's never gonna take me there anymore. So that is that. So now you've made your two websites into one website. So that is what mostly all those big brands does. They have their own the front end website, and where they build where you can log into your account, your dashboard is another website entirely. So but they connect them together that in a way that once you click on their home page, you take you back to that home page. But once you click on that, you can see I think GTB at one point they are using app dot. I think they were using app. Most of them use app. Most of them use account dot. Most of them use dashboard dot. So that is what they use for their subdomain. But let's don't go deep into that. So I'm just trying to tell you that it's a custom thing for legal institution to do. So you don't have to worry. So all both your dashboard and your main website don't have to be on the same URL. And again, because of this kind of thing, you need to protect yourself from all this hosting also. So once they see a domain, sorry, a WordPress website, they barely don't have issue with it. So they don't focus more on subdomain. But if you put everything, just upload a naked script on a hosting. So if any issue happen, they will just invade it. So let's don't waste time much on that. All right. So what next? What next? What next? What next? Okay. So now let's now go and set up our. Let's go and set up our admin log. So we come here to admin, we just put LCM. So admin log. So then we create so we input slash login. This URL link will be your text file for the script. So we land here. So the reason why we are changing those places inside the PHP my admin was because of this place. So I'm just going to put admin at, then I'll look for this. So copy, paste, then I'll put my password. So then login. So now I'm inside the dashboard. So as you can see, I'm inside the dashboard now. So this is what you are going to land in. So don't worry, this is dashboard. I'm going to take you through how to navigate it. So now let's do a quick settings and let's match this dashboard to at least let's match this backend website to our front end. So let me first of all show you. Let's come to manage user. Let's look at okay, and let's look at this. So then you come to login as user. So I want us to see the how the user dashboard is right now. And you can see it's totally different. You can see the user dashboard is beautiful, but it's totally different to the our front end, which is this. You can see we are using this wine, this luxurious wine color texture. So we need our displays to match and blend with our front end so that the client won't be confused. And then our logo needs to appear here. So as you can see, the logo here is not working. Our logo needs to appear here and it needs to appear here. And the bank name too needs to match the front end. So let's get all those done. So first of all, we come down to settings. So you come to app settings. So this is where majority of everything needs to be done. Before you start this thing, before you deliver, you make sure you do all the settings. Okay. So first of all, so the name of our bank is not bro Odin. So then just copy this. So welcome to Notebook Odin. So that's it. So that will be website title. So then so let's just change it to Notebook Odin. So that's it. So then our URL. So our main URL, this will be your main URL, not your subdomain URL. So just put the main URL here. So just put it here. So that's good. So now if you want to change the address is in that is in your front end footer or in your contacts, you can change it to the same thing here. But me, I still want to keep the same address because my client did not provide me with any address. So I'm just using the address that I've been using already. So you can see it's the same. You can see. So you can change this to your time, but I like to put it in Nigeria time because my client is in Nigeria. So you need to understand the timing of the transaction that is happening so that you can use it to check for whatever is going on the system. Sorry, we look for Lagos, African Lagos, then we tell them that it's a subdomain. That's all. So now the logo. So we need to create the logo. I'm sorry, I need to pause this for a while to quickly create the logo. I've created the logo, but it's not in this pixel for this backend. So I need to quickly create it while I'm offline. So let me quickly pause and go and do that. Alright, so I'm quickly done. So let me quickly upload it. So you come down, so you change it. So I put it in download. So it's going to be this. Then choose this file icon. Then it's going to be this. Alright, so I think that's good. So we update. So that's update. So then we come to transfer code. If you want to switch it up, change the code name to whatever you like, Swift code. So just make sure you edit everything here, then that's it. So the contact, so I'm going to use support at. So it's going to be support at. Let me check. Support at, sorry. So support at Notebook. So that's good. So the website currency, you can change website currency here to anything you like, but you just have to let you know that the system can only use one currency at a time. So you can change it anytime to whatever currency you like, but it only use one system. One currency at a time. Please ignore this place. Don't touch this place. If you don't want to break your website, don't touch this place. So leave it alone. So all these places are okay. So cool. So save. Then you move to the last one. This is very important. Change it away from SMTP to SN email. If you put it on SMTP, you have a lot of problem with transfer and all that. So just put it on send email. It's very easy without stress. Again, put your name, support. That's where the email will come from. Or you can change it, but let's put it as support. Then you change your bank name to this. So that's all. So sorry. Okay. So that's all. So this place too is good. So just save. So me, the team, I just it's just my own preference. I like using this a lot. So after that, I've selected don't worry to change. So after that, so now let's come to so the payment system is you can set you see it has changed. So the payment system, we are still coming back to that. So you can set it up here without any stress. Or you can add new if you want to, but let's click that. So this is where we are interested in now. Appearance settings. So we need to blend this place to match our front end, to match the color of our front end, at least very close to it, so that it won't look like a different website entirely. So we come here, we come here, you see my icon has blend. So the website icon has blend with everything, so it doesn't look different anymore. And if I reload here, so let's reload here. So if I reload here, see my logo is already here. So everything is okay. As you can see, the logo is bam. So all I just need now is blend to this color to match this, and then we are good to go. So I'll come here. So this is it. It's telling me primary dark, primary light. So I already have all the primary color. I already have that. So the primary color, so it's going to be this. So let's come to here, please. So the primary is this. So I'll copy this. So then I will open this. Sorry. So then I'll change the S code. There's where you can change. Sorry. Yeah. Change this to S code. Then I'll put it. Sorry. Let me come back here. Copy. Then sorry. So we paste. Oh, I think it requires me to type it out. So how long am I going to do that for? 90. It's not supposed to be that hard. See? So, right. So, this is that. So, then primary dark. So we need the primary to be dark. So we are going to be using the dark neutral color. So which is going to be hash 3A 04OC. Hash 3A 0406. So hash 3A 04OC. Yeah, that's our primary dark. So cool. So the light, so let's use the accent of this website as our light because it's almost the same. So you might not be able to use your own accent. So which my accent is still the same family color as this. So I'll just use the light of the accent. So the accent will be sorry. So the accent will be F1C6C6 hash F1C6C6. So that's our accent. So I think we'll go with the primary color like that since it's the same, you can see. Alright, so then we do our secondary color. So I think we should leave the secondary color here since we still have a touch of yellow in our website, as you can see. So let's leave the secondary color like that. And the background text, everything match with our system. So I think it's just the primary color we need to swap out. So the UI, text color, everything, all the spawns are still in order. They are good, everything is good. It's good, it's enable gradient, so it's cool. So we just save settings. So you can see the color has changed, everything is okay now. So it's blend. So you can see this color now is giving this website vibe. So let's now reload this and see. See, you can see now. Boom. The system has matched our color. As you can see, every button has matched our color. Our accent color is there. Our dark neutral is there. Our primary color is there. So this one, don't worry, is in green indicates income, so it's good. So the current balance, the also the yellow. So all those ones are just see, as you can see. So the whole system has matched our website. So the logo is not looking off anymore. So everything is okay. Everything is see, everything is okay, everything is dope. See, I can see everything is how it's supposed to be. So the accent color is already used for the so the so you can see now if you do the so you can see the over. So the over from dark neutral to primary color. So everything is in order. As you can see, everything is in order. So the system is okay now, everything is matched. As you can see, they all match. So it's dope, it's sweet, everything is cool. So this green now have to indicate a verified because green means good, go, green flag, you understand. So that one doesn't mean. So now let's go back to our dashboard. So that is the goal. So we've achieved it now. So this is the color is still here, but you can see this is what you need. So you don't need to mess with this. You don't need to. So you can still change the all this color if you want to. Card background. So, but you don't need to. So you don't need to mess up. I think everything is in order. So let's check. So everything is in order. So everything is in order. So now let's leave here and move on to the next thing on the agenda. So so now let's come to let me now introduce you to the system. So now that everything is matched, so the whole thing is done now. So basically you've built your own unique banking website with your own front end to match with your own back end. So everything is good now. And if you come down here now, if you come down here now and you click on login, everything is going to match. Because we've logged in the admin side, it's going to take us directly into the dashboard now. Oh, hold on. Sorry, my network is a bit spotty this morning. All right, so as you can see, it's logging me directly in from this place because I've logged in here. So it's logging me directly. So as you can see, it's logging directly, but I need to sign out so that I can show you. I will show you the how the login page and the register page look like. So login. So as you can see, it has cleared. As you can see, it match the system. The gradient shade match the system. So nothing is looking out of place anymore. So everything is blend. So you don't have to. So you go to create account too. So everything match. As you can see, match the system. The logo is popping. So and if you click on the logo now to take you to the home page, it will redirect you back to this page. So your system is fully built now, fully connected. It's not a magic, it's just a simple understanding of how web work. And you can see there's a uniform in the thumbnail and all that. So even though we try to log in, let's try to log in back into a user account from here. So okay, so it logs us out. So you can see even the admin manager login page has changed to our color. So but this place is your dashboard. Nobody can see. You are the admin that can only see this place. So you don't have to worry about the color here. So you don't need to worry. So this is for your own dashboard. You can choose to use any of the color theme that you choose to like. But I like this purple. I like it. It pops well for me. So you can choose to use it. You can choose to use this. You can use any of this theme. You don't have problem with it. But I just love the purple color. So now let's come down here. Let's go back here and log into the admin. Sorry, into the user. Because there's a lot I would like to show you. Let me take you through the system features. So now this is the dashboard. And yeah, so you can see the overview of what is happening on your system. And this is the manager side, manage user. So this is where you see the list of all your user. By the time you are collecting this, well, you can still see it there, or you can still see all this there, but you can choose to delete them. But I used to keep at least either this or this, so that I can use to test the system myself before I hand it over to the client. So I leave one user there for the time, but all these ones are created during the testing phase of the system. So if you want to manage your user, you can do anything on your user account. So by clicking on manage, you see the user overview, see their account limit, you see their balance, you see their loans, and you see if they are verified or not. Then you see all their details right here. And then again, you can manipulate this to see how long their account is. You can change that right here. So these are the things. So you can credit the user. So let's credit the user some amount of money. Let's credit the user ridiculous amount of money. So let's call it international transfer. Let's give it a name, area squad. Let's give it business consultation. Let's select a date. So let's go for back in the day. Let's do March. Let's do 21. Yeah, cool. And then let's just fund the account. So boom, as we fund the account, 100 million is in the account. So this is the user account here. It has 100 $0. So let's reload. Boom, he's having 100 million in his account. As you can see, it's ridiculously rich now. It's just so then you can also debit, so you can generate transaction list. So right now it doesn't have any, it only have this one transaction, it doesn't have any other transaction there. So you can generate different transactions. Let's give him 200,000. So 200,000 transaction. Oh, sorry, minimum is 10,000. Maximum is 400,000. Let's do 400,000. So then it's which date? Let's just give it a date. Let's set January and put 16. Then to what date? Let's put June and let's put 7. So number of transaction, let's generate 27 and just generate. So boom, you can see the money has been deducted because the transaction, it runs transaction based on your balance. Do you understand? So now if and you can see we only have 1,000, 1,000,000, one transaction here. So once we click, so let it reload, and you will see that we have a whole lot of transaction now. We have about 28 transaction now. So it's not going to show everything, but it's going to. So you can see, boom, you can see all the transaction. So as 1 month ago, 3 months ago, you can see these are all the these are just the recent transactions. It will show you the first 6, I mean 5. So you can come here and check history, and boom, you can see you generated a transaction without actually having to sit down and start doing it one after the other. So let's go back to the dashboard. So you can see the transaction limit. You can increase the transaction limit. You can see the transaction volume the account has incur over a period of time. So then the account age. So you can change that account age here without stress. So you just come to action, edit. So you have to input this. So you don't have choice. You have to assign the COT. So you change the year. Let's change the year to 2020. So this will be 5 years. So okay, we are just fine. Let's just give it one. So then just update. So if you come back here now and reload, be checking this account age. You see now the account age is now 5 years. So everything's more realistic now and makes sense. So that's the beauty of this system. So now this again. So create a credit debit, then you can change the profile piece, you set password. So you can see it keeps saying inactive here. That's because the account is dormant. So we need to turn off dormant account. So once you take it off and it's going to reload, it's going to be green and active. Boom, it's active. So our account is live and available to run transaction. So what other thing, account usage limit, if you don't want them to be able to use limit every time, so you can do that. So bank authorization code, like I mentioned, for now is still off for this account. But if you on it now every day, try to make any international transaction, it will prompt them to request for code and they have to reach out to you to get all this code. So I don't want to go deep into all this because I feel like if you're looking for banking system, you should know before they come to this edit. You can edit any of the information here to fit or you. So this is where you can increase the limit. Let's increase the limit to 100 million. Abi. Right. So you need one more zero. Then update. So as you can see, the account limit now is now 100 million. So boom, they are already close to the account limit. So now if you reload this place now, booyah. So you can see the account limit has been increased and it shows here too. So that's that. So what other thing? What other thing? What other thing? What other thing? So login activity, if you want to check where they are logging from, you can see. So then if you want to block, you don't want them to have access to the account, block them. Don't be able to make any transaction on the account. Then if you want to delete the client entirely, you do that. So that is that here on the admin. The admin can create user, but I notice on this system, if you create 2 users at a time, it will stop you. So go create a number, then you come back here and create more. So that's it. So that's new user application. Any user that register themselves, they have to submit a KYC verification and you have to view their KYC. Once you view their KYC, you see that they submit all the necessary documents. All these places are supposed to be document. If you submit all the necessary documents, then you can then choose to confirm or decline. You get so, but if they haven't really submit it, you can easily just reach out to them and tell them to do the necessary details. So that is what we do here. Sorry, I must have skipped it. Let me show it to you. So assign, then send email. So you can send email to them or you want to verify, then you can send them the email. Boom, the email will enter their own email, but it will look exactly like it's coming from the bank. So all right, that's all right. So transaction. So these are the transactions. So you generated the transaction. So you see all the transaction on the account. As you can see, these are the transaction that was generated earlier, as you can see, and they are all recorded by the system. So you can see what your clients are doing. So user deposit. If the user is making deposit into the account, you are going to see it. You can once you confirm the deposit, whatever means of deposit you are using on the system, once it's confirmed, you can then decide to process it or I don't know, delete it or something. So then loan application, they can apply for loan. As you can see, loan request, they can apply for loan. User can apply for loan, and once they apply for the loan and you're okay, you can choose to accept their loan or reject. So this is someone else's loan application, operational vehicle. So you can choose virtual card. They can generate a virtual card. So you can card. So you can apply for card. So these are the card. Once they apply for the card, you will see the card here. So all card, and you can see the one that you've accepted, the ones you've not accepted. So then IRS refund. So this one is just like a way to get your trying to put their IRS information down for you. So this is their full name, SSN, then their ID, mail, login credential with password, then their country, then they submit the request. So you have access to that. So then whatever follow next, you should know how to do that. So the email service, you can do general email service here to all user instead of individual, and you can still do individual also. Choose user, then you can choose from the list of your user. So then you can send them their email from here. So to enter in them. So administrator, if you want to create another someone to be managing the system for you, you can do that here. Then you can determine the role and then the settings which you've done. So the settings now, the only thing you need in the settings is to learn how to create the payment system. So you can check all this one out. You can adjust this USDT, so then leave this one URL account. Then you change your wallet address, put your wallet address here, put your barcode here. Just put your barcode here, just screenshot and crop and put it here. Then you put the network here, then you enable it. So after that, you can use it for deposit or you can use it for withdrawal, then do instant payment, which is the option note. And boom, it's updated on the front end. So let's come here to user and click on deposit. There we see USD option. Once they click on it, they can input the amount they want to deposit. Let's say I want to deposit $100. So you choose USDT option. So you see this is the QR code that you've input. They can easily scan it if they are using their phone and their system. Payment instruction, you have to pay $100 using the selected payment method, screenshot and upload the payment proof. Then they will copy the address. Once they can copy the address here, boom. And once they copy the address, so once they copy the address, they will make the payment and then they will send a screenshot upload of the payment here and they will submit. Once they submit, all you just need to do is come to deposit here and you check their deposits to see their payment proof and you confirm to the provision you provide for them. And if everything is good, you can just easily approve. So I think basically we've covered everything the system is all about. So this is the user. You can get yourself familiar. If you need a demo of this system, kindly reach out to me. I'll be happy to provide it for you. I'll be duplicating this for the demo. Do you understand? I'll be duplicating this for the demo that I'll be having for you so that you can have a look, you can check, and if you're satisfied, use the link below to obtain the script file that we are going to use. Both the front end file will be there, both the backend file will be there. So you can use it for yourself and you see now you can edit everything to match what you need and you can make your client happy, very, very happy. And your own system can be very unique compared to everything that has been oversaturated out there. Anyway, thanks for staying with me till the end of this tutorial. Really appreciate hope you subscribe, like for more content like this and drop comments. We appreciate you. Thank you.